Okay, cool. Cool. Hello, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Hello. Excuse me. Hello, Instagram. Hello, Facebook. Hello, y'all. Hello. Let me get to sharing. Let me get the sharing. Share on Twitter. Don't share on Twitter. Welcome in, y'all. Oh, now. Tweet. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And let me share this on Facebook. Get my mouse back over here. Ba-da-bum. How are y'all doing today? How are y'all doing today? We usually give it a few minutes before we start, just so everybody can get in and everything. But how are y'all doing today? Y'all having a good Wednesday? Happy hump day. Hump day. I decided against putting on makeup today. And it's fine. I got a little sunshine today, so I let the sunshine, whatever the sunshine left on me, I let that be my makeup today. How about that? How about that? Do. Where is my? I would like to share. I would like to share this video on Facebook. Facebook. Okay. Let's see. Is there a notification for it so I can easily click to it? It's amazing how my show is not right at the top of my newsfeed. It's okay though. Welcome in. I'm so glad I wore. It's Wednesday, and this is going to be the first Wednesday I'm not wearing pink. This is the first Wednesday I'm not wearing any pink. I'm wearing yellow and gray. And I love the combination of yellow and gray. Yellow and gray is such a dope combination, especially for furniture and like things like that, like furniture and interior design and stuff like that. I really love yellow and gray. It's so pretty. It's such a pretty color combination. Share now. Is that what the quality looks like over on Facebook? I hope not. Anyway. Well, it's been about 5 minutes. So for those of y'all that are in here, welcome to Reading with Miss Taylor Said. My name is Taylor. I'm also known as Miss Taylor Said, and I started this show on November 30th of 2020 in an effort to complete some goals of mine. One of those goals being to actually complete the books that I own. I have accumulated a lot of books over the years, and I have not finished them. And I would like to actually finish those books and read them. So I started reading them aloud here so that I can do that. The second reason why I started the show is because I want to get more comfortable reading aloud in front of an audience. The things that I want to do with my life are going to include me reading teleprompter speeches, cue cards, scripts, things of that nature, so that I can, read the things that are meant to be read in the way that they're supposed to be read by the person that wrote them. And I want to get more comfortable with doing that. And the third reason why I started the show is because I want to get comfortable with public speaking again. That's something that I used to do in the back days, and it's not something I do as often anymore. I'm getting back into it. This show has afforded me a platform to be able to get back into it, and I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. I'm getting back into it, and I just want to get more comfortable with it like I used to be. And I want to get comfortable with engaging with an audience. And thankfully, with all the terrible things that happened in 2020, it afforded me the opportunity to be able to come back to y'all on a virtual platform. So I'm thankful. Thank you all for being here. Monday, I had too much jet lag. Yesterday, we did not even read the book because I had a word on my spirit that was moving. It was moving and grooving, and it could not help itself. So I ended up not reading anything at all yesterday. So here we are, and we're actually going to read today. We are reading the adult children of emotionally immature parents. We're reading Adult Children of Emotionally Immature Parents. If you missed the previous episodes, you can go watch those episodes on the platform that you're watching on. So if you're watching on YouTube, every single episode of Reading What Miss Taylor Said is on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, you can go back and watch the last few episodes. The first bunch of episodes are not on Facebook or Instagram, or not on the Facebook page or the Instagram page, but you can watch every single episode of Reading What Miss Taylor Said on YouTube. Just go to Miss Taylor Said on YouTube, go to Miss Taylor Said on Facebook, go to Miss Taylor Said on Instagram. I went into a customer service voice just then. My ring broke. It was cheap. Anyway, it was cute though, or however long it lasts. Anyway, we are going to get back into this book, and the last chapter that we read was how it feels to have a relationship with an emotionally immature parent. It went down. Welcome back, Samante. It went down the list of all the things that people who are in or who are the children of emotionally immature parents, what they have to deal with. And it went down the list of the various things that you have to deal with in those situations. And if you missed it, the previous episodes are on there. The next chapter is chapter 4, 4 types of emotionally immature parents. And give me just a moment. Normally I'll say, but we're doing it all different. We're doing it all different today. Drink, and I kind of hope it still has this fizz. It does. It's so exciting. Cool. All right. 4 types of emotionally immature parents. There are different types of emotionally immature parents, but all can cause loneliness and insecurity in children. There's basically one way to provide nurturing love, but many ways to frustrate a child's need for love. In this chapter, we'll look at 4 different types of parents, each with a particular brand of emotional immaturity. Although each type is emotionally insensitive in a different way, all create emotional insecurity in their children. Despite their different styles, all 4 types have the same underlying emotional immaturity. All tend to be self-involved, narcissistic, and emotionally unreliable. All share the common traits of egocentricity, insensitivity, and a limited capacity for genuine emotional intimacy. All use non-adaptive coping mechanisms that distort reality rather than dealing with it. And all use their children to try to make themselves feel better, often leading to a parent-child role reversal and exposing their children to adult issues in an overwhelming way. In addition, all 4 types have poor resonance with other people's feelings. They have extreme boundary problems, either getting too involved or refusing to get involved at all. Most tolerate frustration poorly and use emotional tactics or threats rather than verbal communication to get what they want. All 4 types of parents resist seeing their children as separate individuals and instead relate them to strictly on the basis of their own needs. And with all 4 styles, children end up feeling de-selfed because their needs and interests are eclipsed by what's important to their parents. Before we explore the 4 types, however, let's take a brief moment to look at previous research that studied the effects of different types of parenting on quality of attachment behavior in babies. Okay? How different parents of excuse me, y'all. I am still very tired and very drained from yesterday. So I am getting myself together. I apologize. I've been talking to a lot of people in the last 24 hours, so I am a bit spent right now. So I'm getting myself together. I'm going to take my time and we're going to get through this book together. All right. All right. Amen. Amen. How different types of parenting affect infant attachment. Mary Ainsworth, Sylvia Bell, and Donelda Staten conducted famous infant attachment research that has been replicated many times over the years. Part of their research involved observing and identifying maternal characteristics that were associated with either secure or insecure attachment behaviors in babies. As summarized in their 1974 article, these researchers rated mothers' behaviors towards their babies on 4 dimensions: sensitivity, insensitivity, acceptance, rejection, cooperation, interference, and accessibility, ignoring. They found a mother's degree of sensitivity was a key variable in the sense that mothers who rated high in sensitivity, almost without exception, rated high in acceptance, cooperation, and accessibility. Whereas mothers who rated low in any one of the other 3 scales also low in sensitivity. Ainsworth and her colleagues reported that more sensitive mothers had babies who showed more secure attachment behaviors in their experiments. Here's how these researchers described the sensitive mothers of babies who showed secure attachment behaviors. In summary, highly sensitive mothers who are usually accessible to their infants and are aware of even their most subtle communications, signals, wishes, and moods. In addition, these mothers accurately interpret their perceptions and show empathy with their infants. The sensitive mother, armed with this understanding and empathy, can time her interactions well and deal with her baby so that her interactions seem appropriate in kind as well as in quality and prompt. However, the behaviors of mothers who had babies showing insecure attachment behaviors were very different. Thinking back to chapter 2 and chapter 3 of this book, see if the following description of insensitive mothers from Mary Ainsworth and her colleagues reminds you of characteristics of what I am calling emotionally immature parents. Let me get a little more of my drink. I am getting sleepy, and that's not good for any of us. Oh, there's not enough sugar in there to get me going. So, in contrast, mothers with low sensitivity are not aware of much of their infant's behavior, either because they ignore the baby or they fail to perceive in his activity the more subtle and hard to detect communications. Furthermore, insensitive mothers often do not understand those aspects of their infant's behavior of which they are aware, or else they distort it. A mother may have somewhat accurate perceptions of her infant's activity and moods, but may be unable to empathize with him. Through either lack of understanding or empathy, mothers with low sensitivity improperly time their responses, either in terms of scheduling or in terms of promptness to the baby's communications. Furthermore, mothers with low sensitivity often have inappropriate responses in kind as well as in quantity, i.e., interactions which are fragmented and poorly resolved. These research findings support the idea that a mother's level of sensitivity and empathy strongly affect the quality of the baby's attachment behaviors in the mother-child relationship. Welcome in. If you are just now joining us, we are reading Adult Children of Emotionally Immature Parents. Welcome in. 4 types of emotionally immature parents. Keeping in mind this previous research of infant attachment, I'm sorry that I haven't really had a lot of additional things to say, y'all, but I feel like they're explaining it pretty well. But I will say, I've also heard about research where, like, when mothers are not sensitive to their children's needs, and they like do the whole thing where they let them cry it out and stuff like that, it's a trauma for the baby. And they learn, like, the mom's stress levels go down. There's a TikTok about it, but the mom's stress levels go down when the baby learns to stop crying after a while the child's stress levels stay the same or go up, because they realize, I can cry, but my mother's not going to come. And this is not to shame any mothers that did that. You did what was you knew best at the time, but that is something to be noted. That is something to be noted. Welcome in. We are reading Adult Children of Emotionally Immature Parents, if you're just now joining us. So, the 4 types of emotionally immature parents. Keeping in mind this previous research of infant attachment, let's now take a look at what I've categorized as the 4 main types of emotionally immature parents, who are all especially likely to create feelings of insecurity in their children. Although each type undermines a child's emotional security in different ways, all of them relate to their children with limited empathy and unreliable emotional support. And their fundamental lack of sensitivity is the same. Also, be aware that each type exists along a continuum from mild to severe, while varying degrees of narcissism. In severe cases, the parent may be mentally ill or physically or sexually abusive. I'm going to go turn my air off real quick. I'll be right back, y'all. Hopefully I don't knock anything over. Y'all ain't go nowhere, did you? Good. All right. So, going into the 4 types. The first one are emotional parents. Emotional parents are run by their feelings, swinging between over-involvement and abrupt withdrawal. They are prone to frightening instability and unpredictability. Overwhelmed by anxiety, they rely on others to stabilize them. They treat small upsets like the end of the world and see other people as either rescuers or abandoners. The second type of emotionally immature parent are the driven parents. Driven parents are compulsively goal-oriented and super busy. They can't stop trying to perfect everything, including other people. Although they rarely pause long enough to have true empathy for their children, they are controlling and interfering when it comes to running their children's lives. Yes. The third one are the passive parents. Passive parents have a laissez-faire mindset and avoid dealing with anything upsetting. They're less obviously harmful than the other types, but they have their own negative effects. They readily take a back seat to a dominant mate, even allowing abuse and neglect to occur by looking the other way. They cope by minimizing problems and acquiescing. And the 4th emotionally immature parent are rejecting parents. Rejecting parents engage in a range of behaviors that make you wonder why they have a family in the first place. Whether their behavior is mild or severe, they don't enjoy emotional intimacy and clearly don't want to be bothered by children. Their tolerance for other people's needs is practically nil, and their interactions consist of issuing commands, blowing up, or isolating themselves from family life. Some of the milder types may engage in stereotyped family activities, but they still show little closeness or real engagement. They mostly want to be left alone to do their thing. So the 4 different types of emotionally immature parents are emotional parents, driven parents, passive parents, and rejecting parents. Y'all ain't gonna hold you. I didn't go to bed till 5 a.m. this morning. I was having a really nice conversation, but I did not go to bed till 5 a.m. And I still woke up at 9. And I did all of that yesterday. Y'all, I was tired, boss. I need a nap. Ugh. Ooh, it's all right. This is gonna be a short episode, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. Because girl, baby, y'all, I need a nap. Y'all got y'all got an hour and a half yesterday. Y'all might get a half hour today. Okay. As you read the following descriptions, keep in mind that some parents are a blend of types. While most parents tend to fall into one category, any may be prone to behaviors that fit a different type when under certain kinds of stress. And within the following descriptions, you'll see a unifying thread. None of the types are able to consistently act in ways that would make a child feel secure about their relationship. However, each type has its own unique way of falling short. Also, note that my purpose here is just to provide an outline for the 4 parenting types. I'll discuss the best ways of dealing with emotionally immature parents in later chapters. Ooh, y'all. Ooh, I done yawned 3 times while reading that paragraph. Ooh. Excuse me. Oh, y'all. How long is this section?